Holmes, you simply have to face up to it. You need to have a serious discussion with Kate about her origins.
I can't.
No more excuses. She will learn soon enough that Alice is leaving. This other hidden secret. She will not forgive you.
She does not need to know why.
No? So she will blame you for Alice's departure. Is that what you want?
No, I certainly... It's as Kate said, I always do the wrong thing where she's concerned.
Now look here. I'll take care of your case once we're back at Baker Street.
Cabby, why have we stopped?
The road to the square is blocked, sir.
Why?
There's been a bad road accident.
Oh, splendid.
We'd better hurry. There may be injured who need help. He has stopped breathing. There's no heartbeat. His pupils are constricted, but they are moving. He is still alive. I must act quickly to save him. Thank goodness. This man will live. Holmes, don't just stand there. Do something.
Don't worry, I'm okay.
Please, help! Please move to a safer area, sir.
I would have died if not...
I'm certain that Watson is far more capable of handling this situation.
I'm a doctor. Will you allow me to look at your shoulder?
Thank you for your help. Oh, what a terrible accident! Please help me. My leg.
My name is Dr. Watson. Let me examine you.
Help! Ah! It hurts!
There's some extreme bruising. No bones appear to be broken. I think that an improvised bandage. Now, let me apply the bandage.
Help!
I need something else besides rope.
Thank you, Doctor. Somebody! Thank you, Doctor.
Perhaps...
I thought I was done for. I thought I was done for. Thanks for your help.
I would have died if not for you.
There are no wounds or... I'd better call for Watson.
I see no visible injuries. Perhaps I could use ammonia.
Oh, my head.
Holmes, it appears the police have arrested someone. Perhaps it is the person responsible for this disaster.
That's it. The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. An old sprung cart, which has seen better. Good day to you, sir. Would you mind answering some questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you the driver of this cart?
Yeah, I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I don't know. There was a collision, I felt the ground, I come over all dizzy.
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No idea.
This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
This is an absolute disaster.
Those wardrobes fell like dominoes. This jaunting car would be capable of travelling at great speed. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was
Celebratory bunting. A dead driver, another victim of the explosion. The overturned lamps may well have caused the fire and explosion. This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it to bolt into the window. A common fate, an uncommon location.
I've not seen a traffic accident like this.
My poor leg.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
This is an absolute disaster.
This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it. No, it wasn't like that.
What a bloody...
The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided. The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided. Celebratory bunting. This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall. No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. That's it. This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. The axe was catapulted by the scaffold and it landed here.
What do you make?
Mr. Holmes?
The axe... Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Might I ask...
No.
This is an absolute disaster.
This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
What?
Might I ask you some questions regarding...
My poor leg.
The rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing. Celebratory bunting. wasn't like that. That's it.
The technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards. So why did the cab stop?
What a bloody carnage!
The tattoo. I suspect it's from a gang.
This man was killed by electricity, as shown by the distinct mark on his hand. This man was armed with a revolver. Webley, I suspect. There's a metal strapping. There's a metal... This cab was painted recently. There is some text underneath the paint here. Could be important. I'll need to find a way to remove this fresh paint. This cab was... Some kind of solvent. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. Rasco. Yes, I know him. He's a small-time local criminal. seen such a device before.
Was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're the murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes, a murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. No, it wasn't like that. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. No, it wasn't like that. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion. About Kate.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise I...
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
Mr. Holmes?
Whiskey. Of poor quality. Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulating. My life has changed. Murad. Quite a popular brand of cigarette. The initials MB. Reginald Butcher. This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new. Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets. This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact... A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett. Electrical wires. Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing, I swear.
Yes, you swear it, I know. Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it, I swear.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No, it was a long time ago. I already forgot, I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How'd you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes. I teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner, then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
I'm apparently in the children. Merrill Butcher. Mr. Reginald Butcher, I've come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
She your daughter?
Our pretty little Merrill. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry, I understand now. What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you're experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see. Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible.
Shh. Meryl's asleep.
Admission file at Karolinska University. A young woman lost her life. Mr. Butcher's wife. Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time, but I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes. It's probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
Yes. I have a daughter too.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes. A workshop. Say... It looks as though the carpet was placed here intentionally. An old access point to the sewers. Mud. Oof. Smells bad. A pneumatic drill. the same as the one that we found in the technical cab. I'd better not go in there. I'd better not go in there. A red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Magnesium. Metal powder. The iron. So, it was the goal of Rasco's gang to rob the bank. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. This vault belongs to the Bank of England. An old map of the sewers with a red cross. The thieves have opened... Metal rings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. Murad. That's a popular brand of cigarette. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty. A banknote. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long. All of the licorice has been eaten. These barrels are empty and unsealed. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
Can I help you, Mr. O?
The belongings of the victims, Rasco and his acolyte. A normal pocket knife. Rasco is fond of licorice. Ha! The licorice was found both at the sewers and amongst Rasko's belongings. A police report about Rasko. He's only a minor criminal. A standard deck of playing cards. A Webley revolver. Thomas Garrett, we are arresting you for the double murder of Rasko and his accomplice in addition to the bank robbery.
Bravo! Case closed. Exactly what the bourgeoisie in power expects from you. Don't bother to look any further.
Well, if you have a solid alibi, I should like to hear it.
What for? Small people such as us are eternal victims of a corrupted justice. Do your duty then, lackey.
Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Butcher, say goodbye to your daughter. We are arresting you for robbery and murder.
What? You can't do that. What'll happen to my girl?
You should have thought about that.
You monster. Even if it were true, what would a bank's money be worth against the life of a child? I love you, Merrill.
Murder is never proof of love. Now please, come with us. Mr. Butcher.
Shh. She's finally asleep. I knew you'd
You
return.
should go to Stockholm with your daughter. You will save her. I've made my decision. Leave now.
You understand, I was forced to do all this.
Perhaps you were.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye.